We must step into my office, for there is much to discuss. Wait, what? We must step into my office. We must step into my office. There is much we have to discuss. I didn't even read that right. Okay. I keep reading that as douche. Yes. I don't know. Alright now. Where shall we begin? No, I don't like that. Okay, how do I pronounce that word? Arcalius. Okay. Arcalius. Arcalalala. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem there. Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked not to speak of them anymore. I messed that up. It was almost certain that it was behind the blah 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 blah. I farted and it smelled wonderful. Indeed. And when all the projects... blah 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 blah. I know. I'm sorry, it's just that it's not in my line of vision. Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked not to speak about them to anyone. I didn't follow the script. Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked not to speak of it to anyone. I stuttered there. I am William Shatner. I just took a shat walking. Okay. Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked about the Indeed. And I was never asked to kick someone in the balls before. Okay. I have to stop that. What's wrong with me? Indeed. And when the projects failed, I was... blah, 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 blah. Indeed. And when the project failed, we were asked not to speak of it to anyone. Ah! I almost was... Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked not to speak about it to anyone. I was almost certain it was behind me. No? No? Flip me, Wingle! Indeed. And when all the projects failed, we were not asked to poop. And when all the projects... What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Indeed. And when all the Flip me, Wingle! Indeed. And when all the projects failed, we were asked not to speak about it to anyone. I was almost certain it was all behind me. What extra 2 words did I add? Indeed. When all the projects... I hate my life? Indeed. When all 7 Chaos Emeralds came together. Indeed. When the projects... flibble? Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked not to speak about it to anyone. I was almost certain all of it pooped in my pants and my Cheerios because yo dog gotta get down and wiggly whack. No! I don't know! Indeed. And when I pooped in my Cheerios... What is wrong with me? That's not even what the line says and you even changed it! Indeed. And when the failed projects became American, stuff got real. Indeed. And when all my voice... When my voice became this... Ah! Indeed. My voice can't do it. Indeed. And when all the projects... Ah! Indeed. And when all the... Ah! I keep saying oh! Why do I keep saying oh? I'm good with improv, not with reading. Indeed. And when the I keep saying it! Indeed. When all... Oh! Why do I keep saying that? It was almost... I don't know. I didn't even realize that I said it. I can do it. I can do it. Yes, yes, yes. I can feel the power. 10 points if you get the reference. Indeed. And when the projects failed, we were asked not to speak of it to anyone. I grew an attachment. I kind of lost a little breath there. And I knew the dragon elves. I suck at reading. And I knew the agony that I suffered would be tremendous. Watch lines change. Why I do this? And I knew the dragon elves wanted to dispose of it. I drew. I grew an attachment to her Umbreon. I grew an attachment to her Pingus! That's a good question, Mega Man. It's so hard being serious after making all these jokes and failing. What was my line again? And I knew that the dragon elves... Stop it with that. I would love to. I would love to. I should have kept her locked up. When Sarah told me the ruin of When Sarah told me that When Sarah told me the When Sarah told me the ruin When Sarah told me that the ruin of Moss Then I wish you safe passage. Safe passage, okay. Good. No. Then I with you safe passage, ma'am. Good. Now go, and may the spirits be with you. Guide you, guide you, guide you, guide you, guide you. Guide you can. Good. Now go, and may the spirits guide you. Woohoo! I'm fired. No wait. Woohoo! I'm fired!